Well, good evening once again, and welcome to Global Girls TV. My name is Marvinetta Whitley Pan, and I am the Executive Director of Global Girls, and I'm your host tonight.
Hi, I'm Ryan Gloucester, and I am her co-host.
Yes, and you are watching a live interactive call-in show brought to you on CanTV 21. And you can also watch us live at cantv.org/hotline. Is that right?
Oh,
I think you can watch online. So go to live stream, go to CanTV's website, and you can live stream us. If you cannot see us, if you can't see us, then you're probably not watching anyway. But yeah, live stream is a good way to see us. So we are going to be talking about a variety of issues for the next 30 minutes, about the next 25 minutes, 24 minutes, because we're about half a minute, 30 seconds into our show. If you'd like to join the conversation, by all means do so. The number is 312-738-1060. Because Ryan, what? It's not a ball if you don't call. So come on, get those calls coming in. Oh my goodness, Ryan, it has been such a busy week at Global Girls.
Yes, indeed.
Oh my God. Today started at 7 o'clock. No, today really started at 12:01 in the morning. I was out at the post office in Bedford Park. Hey to all the people at the post office in Bedford Park, because you guys were a really great audience. See, we're going around during the combined federal campaign, and we're making all of these presentations at government buildings, at post offices, and we're just getting to know a lot of people and just telling them about Global Girls and what Global Girls is all about. So Ryan, there may be some people out there, and I started the statement saying that the day started then. It continued at 7 o'clock in Indiana in a post office. And I've just been going from post office to post office to building ever since, all day. And now I'm here. After this, we have to go to another event with our wonderful alderman from the 8th Ward, the wonderful Michelle Harris. So we're going to have a good time with her in a little bit. But Ryan, we've been telling all the people out there in the post offices and the federal buildings all
about Global Girls. Yeah, so Global Girls started in 2000, and we are almost 15 years. We have almost been established for 15 years in January. So we're a performing arts organization. We work with girls ages 6 through 18, where we teach them communication, leadership, and life skills. And they also get training in dance and acting, and they craft shows that are based off of their issues. So we have actually a group of girls who are our company. They're our older girls who are in high school, and a few of them have they're going off to college, and a few of them are in college. A lot of them are actually in college that were a part of like the first company. But the company is the face of Global Girls, and they go on tour during spring break, and then they get opportunities to go overseas. And now we're working with our baby company, which is girls ages 6 through 14. So we're taking them on tour in spring, and they're really looking forward to it because they have grown so much. And it's an amazing place to be. We have our own space now at the studio on 81st in South Chicago, and it's a big space. And the girls come, and that's their safe space, and they don't want to leave when they come, and it's just it's an amazing place to be. And a lot of the teaching artists that we have now have grown up in the program, including myself, and we just continue to inspire girls, and they inspire us as well. So.
And I think I have recovered. Yeah, I know because I'm a stage actor. I had some peanuts right before because I was so hungry. I was like, I gotta eat something. So I had peanuts right before I left the house coming to the studio. And sure enough, one of those little nuts just went down my windpipe the wrong way. But Ryan recovered for me, and I'm very happy for that. Now, let me just say that in case you need more information about Global Girls, before we go any further, I really want to let you know exactly where we are, because Ryan talked about our wonderful studio, which is at 8151 South Chicago. In Chicago, Illinois, of course, 60617. Our number is 773-902-2359. And if you want to email us, by all means, you can get more information and you can get a quick response, because we're on email all times of the day. And that's info@globalgirlsinc.org. And go to our website. By all means, go to our website and see some of the videos and the wonderful things that we are doing. The website is www.globalgirlsinc.org. Okay, I do believe that we have a caller. Go ahead, caller. You're on the air.
Hello?
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 Hello? You're on the air. Go ahead with your question or comment.
Okay, I think your thing is great.
Cool.
So, I mean, I think your program is great.
Great.
So I love to donate. Anything I could donate to you guys?
Oh.
Where are you guys located?
Oh, well, we just showed you on the overhead. So if you want to go back and look at your television, by all means, I'm going to show you that one more time. And then you can contact us, and we will gladly talk to you after that. So I'm going to show it to you one more time. Here you go. And we are at 8151 South Chicago, Illinois, 60617. Our telephone number is 773-902-2359. And our email, you can always reach us by email, info@globalgirlsinc.org. Our address is 8151 South Chicago. Thank you. Thank you very much, caller. And by all means, please give us a call at our studio or visit us online. Go to our website, www.globalgirlsinc.org. So we do some wonderful things with girls, and we have some events coming up, Ryan. Everybody, oh my gosh, everybody is so excited because on Friday, the girls are going to leave. We're going to take about 30 girls. 30 girls. Yes. I'm hoping and praying that we can get to these 30 girls. So where are they going to go, Ryan?
Oh, they're going to go to Camp Duncan, and that's going to be for the entire weekend, where they get to participate in activities that doesn't involve technology. So
yes, no television, no cell phone, no iPad, no iPod, none of that. Yes, face to face, eyeball to eyeball communication.
Yes. And it's going to be fabulous. I'm really excited because we're going to do a potluck. The girls are going to dress up in Halloween costumes and all that great stuff. So it is going to be groovy, and they are really excited about it. They keep asking me questions. Okay, so can I bring this? Can I bring that? They're really excited. So, and then our school, because we work in schools as well, and I called about 10 parents today.
Oh, goodness.
Because they were so excited to go, and I just really want them to get that experience. And their parents are, they want them to get those experiences too.
Yeah,
so.
Ryan, when you think about it, so many of our girls never get outside their comfort zone. That's kind of one of the things I wanted to talk about tonight.
Indeed.
So if you guys want to call us and talk about stepping outside your comfort zone, by all means do so. But you know what? For that caller that called us a few minutes ago, Ryan, I think we need to put our address up there one more time, just so that everybody can see it.
Yes.
So we are Global Girls, and we are located at 8151 South Chicago Avenue. Now, Ryan had to step away for a minute, but I want to talk about stepping outside of your comfort zone. I grew up in East St. Louis, Illinois, and I'm proud to say that I grew up in East St. Louis, Illinois, because when I grew up in East St. Louis, it was really a tight community. I had my mom and my dad there. I had my brothers, all my family there, and I went to school right down the street from where I grew up, and we had bonfires at that time. Yeah, I'm kind of dating myself, but that's okay. It was a wonderful place, and we were encouraged to step outside of our comfort zone. However, there weren't very many opportunities of things to do in East St. Louis, so I didn't have a lot of things unless I went to St. Louis. My mother and dad tried to expose me to some things, but they always encouraged me, go for it. No matter what you think, just go for it. And it really shocked me when I came to Chicago and saw people just staying in their own communities, just staying on one side of town and not venturing out to the other side of town. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is not cool at all. So, we have really got to do something about that. And that's why Global Girls takes these girls out of their comfort zone. If you want more information, I encourage you to please, please, please give us a call. Visit us online, and you will even get a chance to see some of those pictures where we take girls outside of their comfort zone. Because, Ryan, you know what we say we do? Yes. We do two things in Global Girls, basically. Two things. What are those two things, Ryan?
One is we put them on stage.
Put them on stage.
And we take them.
They look like, okay, why would I give myself that feeling again, where as if they would get hurt again.
So they're kind of cautious going into another relationship.
Exactly.
Oh, I see. And how do you think that lends itself to abuse?
Okay, it can sway itself a lot of ways. So abuse, leaving a relationship with a person that don't wants to leave, or if you helping out a lot, then he can force. I know a lot of males that force women to stay in a relationship.
Oh my goodness!
Women come talk about different situations, whereas the guy, it's a struggle leaving the home. And then
yes, it is indeed. But we have a caller, and so we're going to take this call, and then we're going to come back.
All right.
Go ahead, caller. You're on the air.
I was going to comment on something else, but the current guest changed my mind. I want to say, first of all, I'm sick of the tired. Every time, as an example, it's always the man abusing the woman. Now, we don't talk about sometimes abuse is wrong, regardless of the sex.
Indeed.
All right.
Indeed.
Nobody should put their hands on nobody.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay?
We
now,
totally agree.
Why is it always cute and funny? And with men, a lot of times, they're being harassed by women to marry them. Okay, that's a form of harassment, too. Why is it cute when women go through the man's pocket and stuff and look for all kinds of things? That is all right, whatever. Now, abuse can go both ways.
I definitely agree, caller. I definitely agree that abuse can go both ways, and we're going to talk about that a little bit more. But we have two other callers that we would like to try to get to. Go ahead, caller. You're on the air.
Hello, how are you guys doing tonight?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I want to ask a question. It could have been a comment on what the guy said, the one that's next to you. Most of the relationship abuse comes from, a lot of guys beating on them and stuff like that. But what's stemming from that is, the women are playing with the good guy's emotions. We have deep feelings, too. And once you cross that line, that's when we put our hands on them. Not that it's right or anything like that, but that makes black men go over to other races, instead of getting a domestic. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, thank you, caller. And I'm going to try to respond to that off the air. We have one more caller, and we're going to take that call. Then we're going to respond to some of these things. Thank you. Go ahead, caller. You're on the air.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi. Okay, I guess I was answering to the wrong one. Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Thank you.
Okay, good. I was saying earlier, Global Girls, I love you guys. Social net.
You.
I went to your meetings; they're beautiful.
Oh,
I wanted to say that when it comes to domestic violence, I see it being very one-sided. Sometimes females, which I think is a horrible thing, will use that to control the male. In a sense of saying they done got into a fight, but they know policemen will automatically take the male in a lot quicker than they would take the female, and he's sitting there with a busted lip. I think that's unfair because domestic violence is serious, and you should not use it as something to control someone in a relationship.
Indeed. Indeed. Thank you so much for calling. Thank you so much for all of our callers, because I think that we cannot have a one-sided opinion on this issue. We have to look at it from both people's perspective. And while we're not going to take up our entire show with that, I do just want to say that communication skills must be taught. Communication skills. If people learn how to communicate with their words and use their words, it'll be so much better, and I think it'll be a lot less abuse. But who teaches communication? We have another caller. Go ahead, caller. You're on the air. I'm going to let you talk right now.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm well, thank you.
I was a woman in a relationship, being abused, to the point I went on and been a lesbian. But what I want to say is that can you address as far as the football players, as far as the men abusing the women? You know, it needs to be addressed. So what can you say about that?
Indeed. I definitely, well, while I am not a psychiatrist, I'm not a sociologist, I don't pretend to be one, even on TV, I do believe that people have got to start communicating better. And that, go ahead, Taurus, I'm sorry.
Some people, we jump in a relationship not knowing the background of the person we're in a relationship with. And, you know, everybody will put on their first impression when they first get with somebody and make them seem like they this when they're that. And, you know, that's where the confusion comes on later on down the line, and it be something that it ain't. And now you're stuck with this person. At least you had a baby, or, you know, different situations where you stuck with a person, and then, you know,
then all kinds of consequences come up. Everything comes out. And I really believe that as people are more secure with themselves, as people know who they are less likely to take that out on somebody else. And I really wish that our schools would start teaching communication skills more, conflict resolution skills more, and practicing it every day in those classrooms, because it is awful for anybody to hit anybody. If you cannot resolve something, people have to get to the point where they can just walk away no matter what they feel inside. We have another caller. Go ahead, caller, you're on the air.
I'm trying to call it right down the middle. When you talk about in terms of financial abuse, if this is not financial abuse, I don't know what is. When you have men that are ordered to pay child support for children that's not theirs. And then if women talking about they don't want to have connections to their men, whatever, okay, why have a man pay child support and the court ordered this person to pay child support? Once that DNA stuff, if you don't do that DNA within a certain time zone and all that, guess what? The court ordered that court declared that man the father. And that's unfair. That piss off a lot of these men out here. Sometimes we need to look much deeper when they talking about men don't want to pay child support. What man want to pay child support for children is not his?
Yes, I do. And thank you so much, caller, for calling. That is such a good point. And I wish we could just take the whole show just talking about this aspect of abuse, because it is very important for people to get it out, for people to hear this. But you know what? This all ties back into that election thing. For me, this all ties back into people voting, because the people who you vote for are the people who are going to set the rules, who are going to earmark the money for education, earmark the money for counseling, earmark the money for the judge. And the judges that we elect are going to be the ones sitting in there enforcing the laws that the legislators pass. So if we want society to change, we got to go to the polls. I have a quick question for Taurus. I want to kind of change it. We can talk about this abuse thing again some more next week, because you guys brought out some fabulous points that we really need to address. Taurus, the number of young people who went out to the polls yesterday was in the low teens. Can you tell me one reason from your perspective why young people do not vote?
Okay, one reason, it's going around the whole South Side right now that a lot of young people don't vote because they think that it's already set up. You know, a lot of stuff is already...
People are just cynical.
They feel like that. They just want to see. They just want to see where we voting, to see where our heads at, so that, you know, the people can make their next move. Or
so they want to see where our heads are at,
as far as like who will we vote for, why will we vote for them. But at the same time, if we don't vote, then they feel like that they won't know where our heads at as far as the political thing.
So you feel like they feel like it's a conspiracy? It's all a huge conspiracy to get inside black people's heads.
Exactly. To run the world.
We have got to educate. We have got to educate, because there's so many false rumors. Oh my gosh, that is scary to me. We have a caller. Go ahead, caller. You're on the air.
Yes, Miss Penn, this is Minister Cynthia Marie Williams.
Hi.
And, my grandson, 20, and his friends who are his age, sober young man like this young man, he voted.
Good.
Yeah, me too.
He voted too.
And I was promoting it everywhere on Facebook, calling people to vote, texting it. I was trying to get everybody.
I just think education is so important. We have got to squash all these crazy rumors about there being this mass conspiracy out here. No, one vote, one person, and if there is something else going on, let's at least vote so that we can have some control over it.
Try to make a change.
It's crazy. We have another caller. Thank you, caller. We have a caller. Go ahead. You're on the air.
I'm going to make 2 quick comments. I'm a visual impaired person. Yesterday, I tried to go vote. I couldn't vote because the electronic voting machine is not working.
Oh,
and it's always been that. With these machines, it's supposed to be much more faster and much more efficient. But yet, we still have a problem. And this guy that was elected governor, guess what? He put a lot of money in that campaign, and he had a lot of foot soldiers. We need to have campaign refund. It shouldn't be the person who put the most amount of money out wind up winning the office.
It should not be. It really should not be. And we have to vote. In order for us to change things, we have to put the right people in office. Now, we got 2 years to get it together because the next election is in 2016. That's the big one. We have 2 years to get it together. Let's come up with some solutions. Go ahead, caller. You're on the air.
Hello. Can you hear me? Yes.
Sorry?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes. Go ahead.
I was going to say something about the voting to the gentleman that's sitting beside you. I think it's in your opinion as well. And in addition, this is why I can understand that the system is set up for to get all your information to select you for jury selection. It is a very trap, you know. And plus we need a Republican in office anyway, because if we have a Democrat in all the time, we people, we would be more lazy. That's my opinion on that.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you for your opinion. And I really don't care for whom you vote. I just think we need to exercise that right. People died for it. It's a right that we have as American citizens in our country. The voting, the turnout for vote is so low, where it's not like that in other countries. I think we should be given a day off. I think voting should be mandatory. And if you don't vote, you should be fined, because that's the only way people are going to listen to us. Yes, there are influences for money, there are influences for lobbyists, but we, the people, have an influence also, and we've got to use our influence. I promised you guys that I was going to have this video, and I am about to show this video, because we've talked about abuse, we've talked about the election. We need to end on something. We need to end on something really positive, and this is definitely a piece of positivity. So after you see this video, I want you to call in and talk about this video. Yeah. Yeah.
big family. This is the first time I came on this camp. We do a lot of things together. We get through stuff. And we get out of situations and attitudes. If we have a problem, we always go to an adult or a teen/adult to help us figure it out. It makes me feel to see you every day. to the main entrance. We had so much fun showing you guys around. Hope you guys come, visit, do all you can. Come next year on the day that they will send out the paper. This is the one girls and company. We ready to turn up.
I was screaming on the canoe because I was afraid that we were going to fall, which was not likely. We had a talent show. I decided to show confidence, step outside the box for something new because I usually never do juke music. But I decided that if I want to be a dancer, I have to try a lot of new things. And sometimes, I learned from what Ricky did today, sometimes like you have to be the Beyonce or everybody else doesn't want to.
My favorite part was when we went boating, but it was cold. And the boat was rocking. And my favorite part was when we made the s'mores. Too much and I don't like it. So anything else so far? Yeah. And I met a lot of people, so yeah, it's cool. It's been good. I was scared. We got stuck in the ocean with a boat. And this girl threw water over me. I was so mad. But I'm happy for my daughter. I'm happy out here.
And I hope when we go rock climbing tomorrow, we have even more fun.
So look, they're in their new cabin. It is nice. They really like it. Tell them about your cabin, y'all new cabin. Tell them what we have to do to leave and stuff.
We have to do a lot of stuff. We have to load up all our stuff. We have to load up all our stuff on our bunk beds. We have to load on that hay ride. Then we all have to bring on that hay ride. It was just so much.
Okay. I love this. Was that a great video or
Yes,
what?
it was.
That was great. You can see how much fun the young people. So this is why we do what we do. We can't control what's happening in the media. We can't control what's happening with our elections. We want to end the abuse, and that's why we have Global Girls. That's why we work with our girls all the time. We take them outside of their comfort zone. We teach them how to get along with one another. We teach them how to look at. They could not have cell phones. They couldn't have video, nothing, no TV, no nothing. They just had to get along with one another. If I could leave you with one thing, it is talk to people.
Yeah,
start communicating, talking, looking at people, feeling what they feel on the inside, and try to understand those people. And I guarantee you there'd be less abuse in the world today. We hope you'll join us next week. It's been a blast. Thank you for all the calls, and we look forward to seeing you guys again next week. Until then, peace and love.
Thanks for having me on the show.